Hey guys, what's going on? Daily Tactics here, and I am back with some more Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod, and today we have a massive city defense here. As you can see, this city right here has these enormous walls that keep trespassers out with only one entrance, which is being guarded by an ATTE, and just lines and lines of Republic trenches here. This is going to be a doozy of a battle, all of which is being defended by I believe this is the 41st Elite Corps of clone troopers. Let me check on that. Yeah, 41st. It's a hard word to say, hard number. But these guys are the same lads who defended on Kashyyyk, just not in their camo armor here. And they are being commanded by Commander Keller, who is here, and I'll be moving him to the back lines because there's no sense in him dying early. So yeah, huge amount of trenches all over the place. Also, one little forward operating base over here. And then there's a few TX-130Ss, I believe 3 of them in here. There's one here, and then one here. That's where the third is. And then one ATTE. And then once you go into the city, there's a long blockade of troopers all set up, and then Commander Keller right here. I had 2 on the field, one because I was taking a screenshot, the other's just chilling here. So yeah, this is going to be a doozy of a battle. This might be the largest battle I've ever done on this channel. And the Separatist army here is enormous. Hundreds of battle droids in their white camo armor here. Tens of super battle droids, tens of dwarf spiders, and tens of AAT tanks, all going to be collapsing into the Republic lines here. It is going to be epic. It is going to be just so fun. I'm really excited about this battle, guys, if you couldn't tell. But yeah, we'll get this started in just a moment. I will be right back. Alright guys, I ended up having to move the army a little bit farther forward because they weren't walking in the out of bounds area. I don't know why, it was kind of weird. But regardless, we are ready to get underway. I think fire is going to start basically immediately now, as these guys over here in this little base are going to be firing at these droids as they walk forward, which should result in all of the trench lines firing. This is going to be an epic, massive battle. Let's press start. Alright, here we go. Let's get a close-up of these lads over here. And yes, they immediately start firing and immediately are hit with heavy rockets and initial fire from the battle droids, taking out the majority of the men in this base already. There's only 6 or 7 troopers left alive in here. And these lads over here also suffering a similar fate. The ones remaining are trying to fire at these battle droids. Looks like they've taken a few of them out, and there are some explosions going down the battle droid line here as turrets and TX-130Ss and ATTEs fire into them, taking large quantities of those troopers out. But the trench lines over here are under heavy fire from dwarf spiders, AATs, super battle droid wrist rockets, and normal infantry. These turrets going down and actually crushing the men below them, it looks like. Very bad for the clone troopers. There aren't many troopers left in this right side trench line already, but those who are there are firing away, trying to take them out. This TX-130S doing its best. It's getting heavy fire put onto it. These guys in the center seem to be faring a little bit better. This entire line is unfazed and firing away. This line over here, it looks like they got hit by a heavy HE shell from droid tanks. There's still a few snipers left alive over here. This TX-130S, its sirens wailing. This AAT tank appears to be going for a flank towards the ATTE, which is already on fire. Its gun pointing, trying to take out this flanking tank over here. This main gun is vital to the defense of the clone troopers. This thing is super heavy, packs a insane punch, can take out tanks like nothing, but it goes down. Looks like one crew member managed to bail out before it went down, but it is on fire now. That is a tough loss for the clones. But these clone troopers in this line are taking out AAT tanks. This TX-130S is working on some dwarf spiders around here. Droids starting to pour towards these trench lines. Almost no clones remaining over here. There's a few behind this weird little structure. But other than that, the clones over here have suffered a horrible fate. But they're still managing to take out dwarf spiders, still managing to take out AAT tanks. They're doing a great job with what they've got. This TX-130S over here combating this AAT, which is just totally behind their lines right now. The AAT seems to be ignoring it, and it gets shot in the head, goes down dramatically. Droids have overrun this base here, taken out every clone in the sector. Now they're starting to work their way towards this trench line over here, which is working overtime, trying to stop the droid advance, but they're just not going to be able to. There's too many droids left alive at this point, and that is going to be very, very good for the droids because they still have this entire block of clone defenses that they've got to work on here. But I guess the outside defense isn't over yet. If they can manage to take out even a few more battle droids, which they are managing to do, it's going to make the lives of the clones inside the base way, way easier. These guys are doing just tremendous work for the Republic. Not to mention this TX-130S still taking pot shots at droids, taking out entire units. That is going to be huge for them. The droids have no tanks remaining. It is down to just their infantry, which is very, very big for the clones. The fact that they won't be having any tank resistance to them is going to be just absolutely key for the clone defense in the inner city. This TX-130S, its sirens are wailing. It is taking heavy, heavy fire. I imagine it's not long for this world, but if it can manage to take out 10, 20, 30 more droids, it'll make all the difference in the world to the clone defenders. Not to mention, this line of trenches still firing away. We got a few bazooka troopers here. We got a few DC-15A troopers, a few guys laying on the ground. There goes the bazooka trooper, though. I mean, these guys are coming in clutch. They're surviving till the very end, doing their part for the Republic, though this TX-130S is starting to get flanked from the left over here. It's still taking pot shots at droids. This is an impressive defense. It's on fire now. This thing, it's going wild. It's wild in man. And it goes down finally. But oh my god, that thing must have had 100+ kills. Did an absolutely epic job there. A few clones remaining over here. Not many. I would retreat them, but they'd basically insta-die. Oh, there's this tank crewman over here, actually. We can try and get him back. He deserves to live. Let's try and get him back. I think he'll make it. These two, though, if they tried to bolt, they would get insta-killed. But they might manage to get a few droid kills over here. Let's see if they react. They got a lot of droids all around them. They toss a grenade into the thick of it. Might get a few kills. They're getting shot at now, though. They're trying to respond with fire of their own, but they get shot down. Ooh, their last dying breath, they managed to get 4 or 5 kills. Not bad. But now the entire army of white battle droid infantry is marching towards the city, a few running forward eagerly, and the fire starts from the city defenses. These defenses are basically playing a war of attrition on the battle droids. They're long, they're tough, they're filled with men. The battle droids are going to have a tough time here, but clones already going down over here in the initial parts of this battle. This is the first line of defense within the city itself. They're responding with fire of their own, taking out a few droids as they go. Droids crossing the river over this way. This is going to be tough. This is going to be a tough part of the battle here for the battle droids and the clones, I think. We'll see if the clones can pull this off and really make what the outside defenses did for them count, because that's what really matters here, is doing it for you, brothers. Yeah, droids are just getting a lot of fire down on these initial guys. But once they enter into the city, all of these clone defenses are going to be fully activated, and that's going to spell some trouble for the clones. Let's just say that. Or, sorry, for the droids. A little mess up there. Yeah, there's a lot of droids left alive, and they've got a wide variety of weapons. They've got some snipers in here. They've got some standard E5s. They've got some machine guns. They're pretty well equipped for this battle, I would say. They're definitely in a good position. I would say it's anyone's battle at this point. The droids definitely have enough to make it count, but if the clones manage to just absolutely decimate their assault, it could end up in a very, very good clone victory. So it looks like they took out the majority of this defensive line. There's one DC-15C trooper left alive. Droids are starting to file in. He fires but goes down. Now this main row of clones is starting to fire. They're getting suppressed. They're reloading their weapons. I think snipers in this defensive, I don't see any around here or here. but I hear one firing over here. Yep, there's a sniper right there. These snipers are going to be key. Let's see if this guy's got any kills yet. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Yeah, he's got 9 kills. These things can one-shot battle droids. They're super, super effective. Let's see. He just fired 2 rounds. He didn't get any kills. He must have missed. But these things are beasts. And in such a long-distance battle like this, these snipers are going to have a lot of time to rack up some kills, and I think that's going to be a core part of the clone defense. But battle droids starting to really funnel into the city now. They've got a lot of cover available to them over here. Bad news for the clones. This cover is going to be very, very effective. They're spreading out, which is key to an assault. Not clumping up too much, except for in this doorway here, but they don't really have much of an option to not clump up over here. Clones doing their best to take them out. Not really taking too many losses here and killing a lot of droids, so I'd say this is starting to be a very, very effective defense. The more droids they can kill off the bat, the better for the clone troopers. And they're doing a swell job. Let's not forget these are the 41st Elite Corps, so they have experience in warfare. They are hardened veterans. They won't go down without a fight. But already we're starting to see a few of these troopers in the second line going down. And even in the third line, a few spattered troopers are going down as well as the droids advance. It's going to get narrower and narrower as the droids go over here, though. And so that will work to the clones' advantage as they sort of create a natural choke point within the city's streets. But the droids will also be able to take over the clone defenses here and wage a bit more of like an island hopping war where the islands are the defensive positions. All goes quiet for a little bit here as the clones stall their fire, and then they erupt into another burst of fire. They go back down where the droids can't hit them as easily. It's kind of like line infantry fire. They pop up, they fire their rounds, they go back down, sort of guerrilla style. It's very, very good. One droid books it forward, gets gunned down. Brave droid right there. Programmed well, but we can see the majority of the droids are now in the city. There's like a few outside. Let's just pour these guys in here. Or else they'll just dilly-dally out here the entire battle and do absolutely nothing, which is like something I hate when they do that, when they don't like actually do what they're supposed to. There's also like a few back here. I don't know what's up with these guys. Cowards, get forward. Come on. Forget about it. There's some guys in here too. They might be stuck. How'd you get in here? Through the door? I don't know. We'll let them be. Either way, the battle continues over here. Droid losses mounting, but also the clone defense starting to take more and more losses. We're seeing a ton of guys dying over here. This entire line just goes down. This line over here doing a little bit better, though I bet their losses will start to mount. Yes, more of them going down. The sniper is still alive. Let's see how many kills he's got. 12 kills, not bad. This guy's got 1. This guy's got 2. Every kill counts, lads. You gotta make your fire count, really. The next line already starting to get engaged in the battle. These snipers rounding off. This guy's got 11 kills. This guy's got 3. This guy's got 2. This guy's got 2. None. None. 3. None. How about these guys? 0. 1. Alright, so the clone defense is still doing okay. They're getting a lot of kills per clone, which is good. We want to see them probably averaging about 5 kills per clone in order to even it out in this assault. And that's easily manageable because I've said this a million times, but when you're attacking, you want to have 3 to 4 times as many troopers as the defenders in order to take over a position. And the droids do have that, so the clones have to work overtime in order to take these bad Larrys out. But the droids pouring on forward here. Clones not responding with a ton of fire as their lines of defense begin to falter a little bit. More snipers over here going down. That's a huge loss for the clones. They need these snipers to be kept alive. Let's see if Keller's line has any snipers. These guys even starting to take heavy losses. Yeah, they do have a few snipers. That's very, very important. This guy's got 8 kills. This guy's got 18! I'm telling you, these sniper rifles, they're beasts. See this machine gun here rounding off. Doesn't have any kills yet, but this line of defense really only just started to fire. So hoping to see a lot of kills from these guys as well. And we're seeing their machine guns begin to fire off. We've seen the clones do great things over the years, and we're really hoping for a W here. Alright, these guys starting to march forward. Alright, all quiet. The clones letting the droids become a little bit more at ease, and then they fire at them again. Good strategy, letting them come closer to the point where they can get more fire off and hopefully take more of them out. I don't know if the clones have this anymore. Their defense was not as effective as I thought it would be within this blockade. There's still hope, though. These poor two lads they've got a death sentence, really. Yeah, one goes down. The other's still alive, though. Alright, and the last line of defense is starting to go off. Here's the tank, remember, right here, lying on the ground that we saved. Keller even becoming engaged, firing a few rounds with his DC-15Cs. A lot of these clones are being suppressed. As we can see, the sniper's already going down. That's the problem with the snipers, is they're also the first to be targeted by the enemy. And that's because they're such a high-value target. They're the first to start getting engaged with the enemy, so the droids see them and they basically mark them and say, we got to take this guy out. Yeah, droids coming in, very little opposition to their advance here as the clones become more and more suppressed, which is the worst thing a defense can do. Commander Keller is down now, and the remainder of his clones are starting to falter, starting to go down to the behemoth of battle droids that are coming forward. Not even many droids are starting to go down now. This is tough. To the credit of the clones, they took out hundreds of battle droids in this battle, tons of droid armor. At the very least, they did a ton of damage to the battle droids, but I just don't think they were able to do it. It was a tough battle. Large droid force coming at them. It's rough. It's rough. The clones certainly had enough troopers to make the defense, just at certain places they weren't able to make it count. The droids were able to effectively take out defensive positions that would have been very, very powerful, just by sheer luck and chance. It just didn't work out for the clones here. Last clone remaining over there goes down, and it is a droid victory. We see droids have not a lot of troopers left at the end, but they still were managed to cop that victory. Let's go ahead and see the losses here. So yellow are the clone trooper deaths, red are the droid deaths. We see all throughout here the last droids to die were just these guys over here. The entrance over here was a hard-fought battle. The droids took many, many losses from the clones. This was very hopeful. And then, of course, there's the trench lines outside. When explosions like this do happen, a lot of the bodies get deleted, so keep in mind each of these explosions could be a multitude of droids. Their bodies got deleted. So we see just tons of droids went down on the outskirts out here, and it was a heck of a battle out here. The clones did a great job defending. But their trenches were overrun by the droids. Keep in mind also, Super droid bodies don't show up, and Dwarf Spider bodies don't show up, and obviously not a single droid vehicle was left alive at the end of this. So really a very cool battle. I was very excited about it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment, rate, and subscribe if you did. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Be sure to follow me on Overtone, Discord, Twitter, Instagram, Steam group. All links are in the description if you'd like to check those out. I love getting more interaction from fans. I also want to say thank you guys so much. We're growing like crazy. We're doing a great job on YouTube. It's a dream come true for me. You guys rock. Just thank you so much. Alright, I'll see y'all later. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.